quiz tomorrow? Quiz tomorrow is over commands, both positive and negative commands. I feel like we worked a lot on positive commands last week. That just means do something, right? Eat your vegetables. And then this week we've been working more on negative commands. Don't do something, right? Don't eat all that junk food. We've been tying it to health. There's not really any vocab on this quiz though. We'll do more vocab related stuff next week. So basically you need to know your rules for making positive and negative commands, and you need to know the few irregulars that are involved. Keep an eye out for stem changers. And that's basically what you need to know. So I thought we'd do some practice here. So why don't you necesitan papel? I don't know if you have a whiteboard. You could grab a whiteboard, find a place where I can give you some to try. Okay, let's see how you're doing. So pausing for a minute, necesitan papel. If you don't have a whiteboard, just grab something where you can write down some verbs. See if you got these. First thing I want you to write down when you get your paper, or I guess you could type it if you wanted to, is how do I make a positive command? So jot down, what do I do right now? Positive command. There's basically just one rule. See if you know it. And you make yourself some notes too that you can review if you want. All right. If your camera's off, try and get it on if you can, if it's working. What can you tell me? How do I make a positive command? Give me a mano. Levanta la mano. Tell me, how do I do it? One rule, positive command. What do I do? This is quick. One rule, positive command. What do I do? Thanks, guys.
If it's an AR verb, take away the R, and if it's an ER-IR, you take away the ending and add an E.
Okay, perfect. So it's in the he, she form, which is exactly what Gus said. So an AR verb would end with A and an ER-IR verb would end with E. That's it. One rule, done. Then you do have some irregulars. Somebody want to tell me, can anybody remember what's the little phrase to help you remember the irregulars? That stick with anybody? About our guys, Salpone. Anybody want to tell me that phrase? Ethan's got it. Go ahead, Ethan.
Did Salpone say Babin has 10?
Mm-hmm. So that's all the positive irregulars. D, Sal, Pone, say, Bay, Ben, Az, 10. Now, here's the biggest problem I see with those. People know those, but then when I mix them all together, they suddenly forget. So I'll be like, what's the command for poner? And people will say, oh, it's pone, right? Because they're just doing he, she form and they forget, no, it's did, Sal, Pone, right? So be careful. Just because you know desal pone say beben as 10, make sure you use them. Okay, I'm going to give you a few positive commands to try. Before I do that, somebody real quick tell me why, not why, with whom would I use a to command? Right? Who are we using these commands with? Because next week we're going to do usted commands and you have to understand the difference. So somebody else want to raise your hand real quick and just tell me, who am I using these commands with?
Wouldn't that be like somebody like you're talking to? Like,
yes, but like, let me give you an example, Rodney. Would it be like you're talking to your friend or you're talking to Mr. Brannigan?
your friend?
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So a to command you're going to use with friends and family, right? You can use it with grandma. You can use it anybody you're on a first name basis with, anybody that's your friend. That's what you're going to use a to command with. So not with me, not with your teacher, not with your doctor. Hey, not with somebody that's a little older, like a professional setting. Okay. All right. So let me give you a couple to try. Let's go with, okay, I'm going to give you 3 at a time. And I'm going to kind of mix in the irregulars. So you got to pay attention. Okay. All right. See where you're at. Correr, salir, jugar. See if you can jot those 3 down for me. Positive command. So you're telling somebody run, leave, play. Run, leave, play. I'm going to put some directions in the chat for those. I think there's a couple people that can't hear me for some reason. So I'm going to put this down for a second. All right. So I just said, write the positive 2 commands. All right, so let's see what we got. Looks like Charlie's got the first one. Sure, Charlie, go ahead.
Ore.
Corey, run. Good. All right, who's got the second one for me? Take a hand, or you can. Okay, Sergio, go ahead. What we got, Sergio?
Sal.
Sal. That's what I'm talking about. Be careful. He remembered that was Sal as in salpon. All right, how about the last one? Hugar. Zoe?
it-
Oh, sorry. I saw Zoe first. Go ahead, Zoe.
Huga.
Hugar, what is it?
Huga.
Close. What if I remind you it's a stem changer? Somebody else want to say it? Oh, you got it, Zoe? Go ahead.
Huega.
Yes, there it is. Juega. All right. I won't throw too many stem changers at you, but some of the more common ones like jugar, I would think you should know that because you guys use that verb jugar a lot. So juega sal corre. How many people got all three of those? Raise your hand. How many people got two? All right. Don't raise your hand if you didn't get any. We're going to give you three more. Try again. All right. So I'm going to give you three more. Let's go with bailar and vivir and hacer. Tres más. Bailar, vivir, hacer. So I want you to say dance, live, and do. So maybe we're saying dance is, I don't know, go dance. It's good exercise. Vivir, live in Indianapolis. It's better than, I don't know, Kokomo. And do your homework or do some sit-ups. All right, número uno is going to Ángel. ¿Qué tienes?
Baila.
Baila. Número dos. Somebody hasn't gone yet, want it? You got it, you got it. I'm gonna make my rounds.
Is it Viva?
Yes, no, close. Think about your ending. For the assist, who's got it? Sebastian? You got it?
Which verb?
Vivir.
Oh, it's Viva. Viva?
Yes, it is Vive. Yeah, you just flipped the end. Did you see what you did there?
Yeah.
Okay. How about Sebastian? You want to try the next one? Want to do hacer?
Hace.
Okay, the common mistake, hace. Help him, Gracie.
Has.
Yeah, remember, you got to be careful. I just keep sticking them in there. Did Salpon say beben? Az, it's hacer. Okay, so be careful. Like I said, a lot of times people know that and then they see it and they don't get it. That's why I'm doing these this way. All right, let's do three more. Then I'm going to move to some negatives. All right, if you haven't gone yet, I'll be looking for three new volunteers. All right, let's go with Sayer. And let's go with Dormir. And let's try Tenaire. See what you can do. If you want to put them in the chat, you can, or if you want to say them, you can. Like I said, I want three people that haven't gone yet today. Try and get yourself a point. People on my list with less points that I would like to hear from would be Ava, maybe Sergio, Leah, Camila, Yasmin, Riley. Can I use a point? Just saying. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, see a few answers in the chat. Those are looking good, I think. See. Okay, that looks good. All right, I'm liking what I see in the chat. All right, let's go with number one, Sayer. I was gonna go with, who haven't I heard from? Karen, want to do Sayer?
It's se.
Mm-hmm. Con acento. That's the only one with an accent you need to worry about. Good. And how about dormir? How about, let's go with Riley. I don't know if Riley can hear me. Riley, no, she put it in that chat. All right, Ava, go ahead. I'll give you both the point.
Isn't it duerme?
Yes. So you got a little stem change there. Duerme. And then finally, tener. Leah, go ahead. What is it?
10.
Good. It's the little one, 10. All right, we doing better on these? How we feeling? Positive ones? All right, we're gonna switch it up. Let's do negatives. So before we do any negatives, I'm telling you this means like don't, right? Don't eat junk food, don't sleep all day. I don't know, don't do something. So what I want to do before I give you any is I want you to write down the rules to make a -2 command. Okay, write down the rules to make a -2 command. There are 3 of them. -2 command. What is that going to look like? Okay, so you got 3 steps and they're totally different than positive. All right, somebody want to tell me what are the 3 steps for making a -2 command? 3 steps making a -2 command. Anybody want to volunteer?
Put
All right,
no
Gus.
up on the-
Oh, it's always Gus and Rodney, Gus and Rodney. All right, hold on. Go ahead, Gus.
You add a no to the front of it and then take off the ending. And then if it's an ER/IR verb, you add AS and AR verb ES.
Perfect. All right, there's one last thing we could add. I'll let Rodney answer it if he knows what I'm saying. What form should we start with, Rodney? Nah. Okay. What form should we start with? Somebody else. What form? What form? What form? Zoe?
The yo form?
Yeah. Okay. You're going to catch all those irregulars if you start with the yo form. Okay. God, I thought you were falling. Go get on the computer. What are you doing? Okay, sorry about. Okay, so yo form, drop the O, opposite ending plus S, add the no in front. Okay, I really, really, really encourage you to do the yo form because you'll catch a bunch of irregulars that way. All right, we ready to try some? All right, let's do 3. We'll do 3 at a time, couple times, and then hopefully you'll be feeling good about these if you aren't already. All right, so I want you to do comer. I want you to do beber. No, no, we just did comer. Let's do an AR verb. Let's do respirar. It's one of your vocab words, right? Respirar. And let's do poner. All right. So you should be able to get these, especially if you do yo form, drop the O, opposite ending, add the S, add the no. I left a little blank in front to add my no. All right, see what you can do. If you want to put them in the chat, you can. If you just want to say them for me and write them down, you can. I'll try to call it. I want to try and get a few more people that haven't gone yet today. Like maybe Yasmin. And I think actually almost everybody else is going today. Kylan, but I don't think you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me. Kylan, you can go. All right. And Ethan, you want to go or you have a question?
I want to answer it.
Okay, I get you one sec. All right. We ready? All right, let's start. Okay, Ethan, you can do the first one. Go ahead, Ethan.
No comas.
Good. No comas. Don't eat that. All righty. How about numero dos? Yasmin, are you there? I don't know if your Wi-Fi is working. Yasmin, Yasmin? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, how about, who else did I say? Hasn't got many points. Sergio. Oh, you did the third one. You want to do the second one, Sergio, or not?
No respires.
Yeah, good. No respires. I don't know why I'd tell you to not breathe though. Don't breathe. How's that going to help you with your health? I don't know. Not sure that one makes a lot of sense, but anyway, that's okay. How about Juana? Want to do the last one?
Is it no pongas?
Yeah, no pongas. See, that's one of those, if you put it in the yo form, then you should get that irregular poner, pongo, pongas, no pongas. No pongas sal en la comida. Don't put so much salt on your food. All right, sounds good. Let's go with a couple more. Now, really, there's only 2 irregulars that are really irregular here. Okay, I'll come back to those at the end. So let's just do a couple more that are not too bad here. Let's go with trying to think what we haven't done yet. How about venir? And let's go with here's vocab word. How about evitar, to avoid? And how about, let's go with just a regular verb that sometimes gives people trouble. How about leer? All righty, looking for some volunteers here in a second. I think I have heard from most of you. If you would like a second point today, make sure you put your answer in the chat, or you can raise your hand. Ones I'm seeing look good. All right, numero uno. I don't know what I heard from. Camila.
No vengas.
No vengas. Good. All right, Sergio. Evitar.
No evites.
No evites la comida saludable, right? And finally, Gracie.
No leas.
No leas. Looks funny, but that's what it is. Are we doing okay on these? All right, so really there are 2 irregulars. I don't know if you know them. We'll see right now. We'll go through them. Ser and ear. If you know them, write them down. If you don't know them, hopefully you can learn those by tomorrow. Ser and ear. All right, who knows them? How about ear? Either you looked it up or you just know it. Juana's got it. All right, go ahead, Juana.
Okay. No seas.
Okay, no seas is the second one. And what was the first one?
No vayas.
No bias. Don't go. All right, and don't be, I don't know. Don't be silly. Don't be mean. So those are really the only 2 true irregulars. No vayas, no seas. It looks like C's, but it's pronounced seas. All right, what do you think? We do okay? Getting there? Feeling okay? How many people are feeling great? So ready, I could take this quiz today. How many people are like, okay, but maybe we'll take it tomorrow? That's okay. All right, do a little review tonight. You've got notes under class resources. You've got notes. You've got that Quizlet if you want to do practice on the Did Salpone. I put that on the link today. So those are the things that I recommend you work on for tomorrow. All right, I would like to do just one last thing here with some vocab. You can keep your paper out because I'll probably have you jot something down in a minute. You do not need to go to Pearson though. I will just screen share with you. All right. So we are continuing along here with our vocab. And vamos a hacer una actividad de escuchar. Just a quick little listening activity here. Hopefully it's still there. Yep. Okay. So aquí
I have a
es.
question.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
So if I correct those things you told me about, could my grade go up on that assignment?
Yep.
All right.
All right, so we're going to look at La Clínica. All right, so obviously here's your objective: to read, listen to, and understand information about symptoms and remedies, health, food, and nutrition. So first time through, I just want you to listen as they read it to you. You are paying attention, trying to pull out the meaning. You do not have to understand every single word. You are looking for main ideas. The pictures should help you. The blue words are all vocab. You're paying attention, looking for cognates, because there are plenty of cognates here, and see if you can kind of get the gist of what's going on. Here's the clinic. Here it says consejo del día, like advice of the day. And then down here, they're like describing some problems and what you should do to fix them. All right, so just follow along, please, and let's see how you do.
La Clínica Comunitaria. Bienvenidos a la Clínica Pedrosa. Esta es la clínica de la comunidad. Aquí la gente viene a ver al médico cuando no se siente bien. Algunas veces puede tener un fuerte dolor de oído. Si tiene tos fuerte y estornuda, es probable que tenga una alergia o un resfriado. Tiene fiebre. Descanse y tome aspirina. Si tiene gripe y le duele el pecho, necesitará tomar jarabe y antibióticos. Nunca tome remedios con el estómago vacío. Nuestra clínica se especializa en nutrición. Consejo del día. Recuerde que para mantenerse sano, debe evitar la comida basura. Coma alimentos nutritivos. Siempre cuide su alimentación. Grados centígrados.
Sorry, that was
Comida basura.
right there.
Alimentos nutritivos.
Soy un atleta profesional. ¿Qué me recomienda comer para tener una dieta rica en calcio y proteínas?
Los lácteos contienen calcio y ayudan a tener los huesos fuertes. Las carnes y los huevos son alimentos que contienen proteínas, aunque no le recomiendo comerlos en grandes cantidades.
¿Qué alimentos debo consumir para mejorar la cantidad de hierro en la sangre y tener más energía?
Las espinacas contienen un alto nivel de hierro. El cereal y el pan tienen fibras y carbohidratos. Ellos proveen energía.
Necesito darle vitaminas a mi cuerpo. ¿Qué alimentos me recomienda?
Coma fruta todos los días. Todas las frutas son buenas. Las naranjas tienen mucha vitamina C.
All righty. So, could you follow the main ideas there? What were they talking about up here in La Clínica? Somebody give me just a one sentence summary of what was going on in La Clínica. You can go back and look at it right now. Probably tell me just by looking at the pictures. What's going on here? What are they talking about? In any clinic, what do people generally talk about? You see words like fiebre, gripe, resfriado, alergias, oídos. Gracie, what are they talking about?
They're talking about what type of sickness you have and what you need for it.
Yeah, so these are all symptoms, right? Dolor is pain. El oído, you can see she's looking at her ear. Una tos right? Resfriado, you hear the word frío in there? Frío is cold. Resfriado is a cold. Alergia sounds like an allergy. Fiebre, fever. Gripe, the flu, it grips you. So yeah, antibióticos. So that was going on here. I like this expression, comida basura. What is that?
Comida basura.
What is comida basura? Gus, what is it? Go ahead. Juana, I don't care. Just somebody unmute. Go ahead. Say it real quick. What is it?
Junk food.
Yeah, junk food. It's funny. I think it makes me laugh because basura is trash. So in Spanish, they call it trashy food, right? Junk food, trashy food. And then down here, right, again, they were talking about kind of what you should eat. They're looking for vitaminas aquí. Well, yeah, fruit has lots of vitamins in it. Energía aquí, and you're thinking, oh, carbs, right? Have lots of energy, gives you energy. And here you see the word calcio. So again, calcium. So that's kind of the connections that I want you to make sure you're able to start making. Okay. You know what? I think we're going to run out of time for my little listening activity. So we're going to call it a day if that's okay with you. I'm sure it is. So let me just remind you for tomorrow, estudien, study, study, study. Make sure you're in good shape for your commands tomorrow. And if you have not done that 20-point activity on health and commands, make sure that you please do that or correct it if you did it and I gave you some corrections to make. Okay? Any questions for me? Preguntas? All right. Hasta luego. Have a good rest of your day.